Hello, Internet. James Allen from Out of 8. Today I'm playing spy management game Safe House. Game features a story mode, takes a couple of hours. It involves Americans trying to infiltrate a Central African nation. There's also an endless mode, which is what I'm going to show off. It lets you play beyond the story. Unfortunately, you can only have one save at a time, so if you start a new story, you can't go back to endless mode and then go back to your story because it just erases all your progress, which is kind of a strange limitation there. So the endless mode game that I've done is actually about a week into it, where I've unlocked all the basic buildings so I can show off all the different mini games that are available. So before you start each day, you can construct new rooms using the cash that you've earned by successfully doing each of the mini games and in-game missions. You can fill your building with these rooms and kind of place them where you want. To an extent, the first couple buildings are placed for you. Most of these just unlock new mini games, like that's what the Infirmary and the Cryptology office do. The Black Ops barracks and the Spy Lounge allow you to do missions during the day as well. But all of these other ones, the Interrogation Room, the Forgery Workshop, just unlock new minigames. These ones increase the mission success rates, the shooting range, and the Gadget Lab. And then the other ones give you different amounts of money. But really, they're not. It's not worth the high cost to get those different buffs there. So that's the construction. But like I said, I built most of the basic, or all the basic buildings, just to show off the different mini games that you get. So you can also do the assignments. So you simply click on your two different rooms here, and then there's different missions in the game. The missions have different requirements for number of soldiers, and then it gives bonuses for operatives that have high levels in those areas. Each time they level up, you can assign a point to one of the 3 different areas. Here, this requires 4 soldiers, which I don't have 4, and I honestly don't want to spend the money for all 4. So we'll kind of ignore that for now. In my Spy Lounge, I have one that requires 3, and this one requires 1 spy. So I'll actually probably have them do it. And you get a bonus for investigation, so since they leveled up, I'll give it an investigation point, which brings up the odds of success to 59%, which is not great, but that's it. But that's it for the missions. There's actually no interaction with it whatsoever. It's simply a percentage chance of success based on the ratings that your different spies have. So not very interesting there. What you'll do during the workday is every once in a while you'll get an event that happens in one of your rooms. And it'll start flashing blue. You'll get a little audio cue. This one is the Cryptology Lab. What you have to do, and it gives you a little, tells you what to do here. Each of these is simple cipher shift of 5 characters in this case, either one way or the other. So I literally printed out the alphabet, and then you have to kind of figure out what it is based off of what the letter's doing, and it's not down, so it's up. So F is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's an A. Then S is an N. L, 1, 2, 3 is a G, and you can almost figure out that's Angel. And then press enter and you earn money. Yay. Now, once you're done with a little mini game there, it zooms out a little bit, but not far enough. The scrolling, this is the fastest scrolling setting. It's very, very slow. And this is really the part of the game that I hate the most, is the interface. It doesn't scroll fast enough, and also you can double click and it doesn't do anything sometimes. Sometimes single click does stuff. It's very inconsistent and laggy about how you do it. So with the loading bay, you just see if the little code is in the list. And that's what most of the mini games are, is simply finding if text is in a list. So here with the ID making is actually probably the most interesting thing. You have to take the seal and put it here. The photograph goes there. The signature goes below it. You have to type in the name and then type in the country. So Sudan. And then you have to put the flag on there, and you have to actually know what the flag of Sudan looks like. So I actually have my phone sitting here, and then I Google search which one the flag of Sudan is. It's this one. And then you stamp that above the picture. and then hit submit, and then you get the points there. So learning flags of Africa is part of the game there. So that's the Forgery Workshop. We'll see which one pops up next. You have no control over it. This is the front office. So you kind of click on that, go to the front office code words. So you have to go through each of the words there and see if it appears on this list. So do I have to leave? And I don't think that's on there, so I'm going to reject them. So I got that correct. If that word does appear on it, then you type in the word on the right, and then they respond with something, and based on your word on the right, you see if it matches their response. So it's kind of a multi-step thing. This is the Infirmary. First thing you have to do is click the correct blood bag, which again the mouse doesn't really mouse over correctly. And then you have to go to the Infirmary instructions. This person needs anti-poison, so you have to go through all these things. Find an anti-poison agent, which this one is, and then but they can't be allergic to any of them, which they are for that one, so I have to pick something out. Lomax is okay, and that seems okay, so I can give that to him. But for some reason I fail a lot of the Infirmary things. I think maybe it's bugged or I'm doing it wrong, but that seemed to be an anti-poison they weren't allergic to, but I got it wrong for some reason. And that was my entire day. So I spent the entire day talking. You basically have to 10 a.m. Every time you miss something, it gives some bonus to the enemies, which basically just makes things harder. And there you go. My little mission was successful. Yay. Yeah, I'll pay that. That's kind of a storyline thing. And that's basically it. So in between, you can build new things by double-clicking on it. What have I not built? I haven't built that. Again, 3%, is it worth $40,000? No. The main storyline makes you build some of these things. But again, it's not worth $40,000 for like 1% chance success. So I'm just not going to build those. Now, what you can do is you can upgrade existing structures. Again, this is, you get $150 per success, but for $20,000. So you'd have to complete, you know, 20 missions essentially to earn your money back. Or no, 200 missions almost. So again, that's not worth the return on investment there. So there's no real reason to do that. Now, what is really not even better for your money? Here I need 2 spies, so I will hire another spy for the spy lounge, which costs $15,000. Again, not really worth it. But, okay, so what do I get? Charm, so we're going to give you some charm. We'll assign, and then we'll go back and assign the other one too. There we go, so I got 58% chance of success on that one. And then we'll go over to the Black Ops Verse. Again, the mouse input is very laggy. 4 soldiers, not going to do that. 3 soldiers, can't do that one. Well, I can if I hire somebody new. So again, you have to hire new people, which costs $20,000. Again, not worth it. That's alright. So we're going to assign all 3 of these guys here. So assign, and then assign, and then assign, and then 70% is pretty decent. So that's that. Again, a lot of the high-level buildings are not, it's not worth $40,000 to increase it by such a small percentage, so there you go. So what have we not done yet? We have not done the interrogation room. We have not done the bombing. Oh, good. So here's the bomb. So here you have to make the bomb here following the ingredients. So you click the can, you click the petrolant. Now, I was initially really confused by this because I didn't realize this scrolled down. So I was missing like half of the ingredients. So petrolant, petroglycerin, trilite, and nails. And submit. And then you have to make 3 things. So there's a clock. And then when you scroll in, things are scrolling the map, which is hilarious. Nope, that's the wrong one. Tritolite. This is the problem with talking while you're trying to do this game, because you have to concentrate on helium nitrocarbon. And again, for some reason, you have to double-click on the second one. It's always like that. So again, like these little bugs involving the mouse, which is really odd. This is an Unreal Engine game. It also hates it when you Alt-Tab out of it. Usually crashes my computer should be good. Okay, there we go. When I do that. The faster you complete these things, the more you can have before 10 a.m. Alright, there's another one of these things, so I gotta check my loading bay shipment codes, and that one is okay. So that one's fairly fast. That one's probably the easiest. But again, most of these is simply just checking a list and clicking on certain things. Except for the cryptography thing. Again, this one, they have to be a... They have to have the origin of this little country here, and then you have to check this list. So F, he's fine. So we will question him because he's right there on the bottom of the list. So, check a list. Click the thing. That's what the games are. What you got next? That front office guy. Let's see. I seem to recall visiting here. I don't think that's in there. Okay, good. I always have that moment of hesitation there. And then again, the most annoying thing is you have to zoom out and scroll over so you can see the whole building every time. Why they don't just go there by default, I have absolutely no idea. Alright, so I need anti-infection. And you have to open the little dossier thing every time, too. Anti-infection is not that. It's not that. It is that, but you are allergic to it. It is also that, and that seems okay. Okay, there we go. So I got that infirmary correct. Again, why not zoom all the way out and center it so I can see all the dang rooms? Alright, so here's another one of these things. So we'll seal right there. Photograph. Signature. This is probably my favorite. Just because it's different. The rest of them are all just looking at lists, but this one's a little bit more involved. Alright. Which is the flag of the Congo? I have no freaking idea. Hello, Google. I know South Africa's flag. Congo is... Oh, shoot. Which Congo is it? Probably this one. Yeah? Yeah. There we go. Thanks, Google. And that's it. It's 10 a.m. So that's the end of my day. Hooray. We'll do one more day. So I don't think I messed up. Nope, I did not. Yeah. Alright, so got success on that mission, so I earned some money and some XP. And the other one failed, which isn't a real surprise because I wasn't expecting it to pass. Do I want to upgrade anything? I don't know yet. We'll see what I need. So this needs 3 spies. How much is another spy? 20,000? Why not? So we're obviously just going to assign everybody for that. And assign. And assign. 92% is pretty good. Alright, and then let's see what this guy has. Really. 4 soldiers? Nope. And 2 soldiers. Bonus for stealth. So, we'll assign you, obviously. And who has more stealth? Again, they level up, but for some reason it doesn't let me pick stealth. I don't know why. Can't pick stealth. Pick firearms, though. Don't know why, but it should be fine. Don't really understand that. Okay, so that's it for the assignment period. Alright, so we'll do one more round, one more day of stuff, and then that's basically it. But I think we've had all the rooms. Pretty sure. Alright, infirmary, B-. B-. Infirmary, so anti-infection. Let's start from the right. Nope. 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 Yes. Fine. There we go. One down. The cipher shift one is the hardest one because I gotta look at the dang alphabet to do it. The rest of these are pretty straightforward. Can I see your stock? See, so I have to type in willing. And then, when I say willing, he has to say who, which he did. So there you go. Successful front office. That one's pretty interesting too. Multi-step list look. Then we have an interrogation. He's from this country, so that's fine. Then we have to check the name, and we got it, so we're good to go. Alright, next up, making a bomb. Suitcase, glass, trolite, tritolone, trilite. Well, that's a terrible... Who picked that? Random number generator. Petrolens, glass, petrocarbon, trilite. Double click for some reason. Can. Trolite, nitroglobin, nitrocarbon, gasoline. Give me my money. Alright, 4 more hours. What you got next? We got an ID, seal, photo, signature, name, D. Right. Sierra Leone. I do not know what your flag looks like, but I will find out. Sierra Leone flag. It's in my search history. It's this one. There we go. Obviously, I'm not learning the flags well enough. But that's okay. Yeah, this one. Alright, where's my alphabet? Alright, forward or backwards 4. That would be a J. J-O-I. N-T. Got it. So, forward 4. Alright. One more, maybe? Did I beat the deadline? Did get. Alright. Check the loading bay. 5 you can. Nope, that's reject. Silly rabbit. Alright, that's it. There we go. That's it. I don't think I messed up. Nope, I'm good. Alright, there we go. Mission success. Yay. Mission failed. Again, percentage chance. There we go. That's it. That's Safe House. So, you know, some of the mini games are actually pretty decent. It's just really repetitive. I mean, in the front office, you check to see if they use the word. If they do, you type in another word, and then check that other word against the third word to see if they have it. So, multi-step, check a list. Loading dock, you just check a list. Cryptology, you have to... I printed out the alphabet because it just uses a shift cipher on there to like decode a 5-letter word. The Infirmary, you have to pick the blood and then pick the right medicine that they're not allergic to, which may be bugged or else I'm just doing it wrong. You can check the replay on that one. But I messed that one up. That's the only one I kind of miss. The interrogation, you got to make sure they're a citizen of the country, and then you just check the list of names. The Forgery Workshop, I think, is the most interesting one because you got to type in their name, type in the country, click the picture and the signature, and then you have to know the African flags or be able to look it up. And then the Bomb Workshop, you just have to pick the ingredients and remember to scroll, which threw me off initially. The missions are simply percentage chance of victory things between the Black Ops barracks and the Spy Lounge. Kind of dumb because there's no interaction there at all. No mini games with the missions. It's just pick the agents that have those stats, and then hopefully you'll get lucky. And then the other 4 buildings, the Gadget Lab, Shooting Range, Propaganda Lab, and Surveillance Hub, just give you a better success chance or give you more money in missions, and none of them are worth the investment because it takes you so long to earn your money back on that. The story mode is fine. You know, I finished the story in about 2 hours or so. They make you just do missions. You either have to do specific missions in the Black Ops Barracks or the Spy Lounge, or you have to build specific buildings or upgrade specific buildings in order to progress through that. And then the endless mode you saw, it's a little bit more randomized there, but you can only have one save at a time. The thing that really holds it back, other than the repetitive nature of the minigames, is the interface. It scrolls way too slowly. This is the fastest setting. And even more maddeningly, because this would be eliminated if they did this, after you're done with an event, it needs to do two things. Zoom all the way out so you can see the whole building, and center everything. That's what it needs to do every time. And it doesn't do that. So you have to manually zoom out and manually slowly scroll over, and it gets so annoying because you have to do it 10 times each game day, and then, you know, the game is like, I don't know, 20 days, something like that. It just gets so repetitive and annoying, and there's no reason for it to happen. Just zoom and center every time. That's all you have to do. Or even give me the option to do that, and give people the option of choosing to do that or not. Maybe somebody likes scrolling every time. I don't know. But again, between and then the clicking, the mouse doesn't respond half the time, which is annoying too in a game where you're primarily clicking on stuff. So between the mouse response, the scroll, you know, the lack that it doesn't zoom and scroll out after every mission and how slow the scrolling is, and the repetitive nature of the games kind of overshadows the good parts of the game, because some of the games are pretty interesting. I do like making the IDs. The shift cipher is difficult but entertaining, and checking the codes and the medicines is easy enough, and they're slightly varied enough to make it where it doesn't feel like you're doing completely the same thing every time, but it is repetitive in the long term, and it's not really something I would want to play for more than a couple hours if I didn't have to go through the whole game for the review. So because of the problems with the scrolling and the zooming and the mouse input and the repetitive nature of it, it's something that I wouldn't recommend overall, but there are some interesting things in the game. That's all I have for today. Till next time, bye now.